All right, America fans and subscribers, welcome to another episode of Cha Cha's Thought of the Week. Y'all know what it is. I'm here to uplift and inspire, so let's get into it. So, today's Thought of the Week is fight the great fight. That can mean a lot. That can mean a lot when I say fight the great fight. I mean, do what you can do until you can't do anymore. Now, when you fight the great fight, doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to win. And I say that because there are things that we want to achieve in life, there's things that we desire in life. And sometimes it just doesn't turn out the way that we want it to. But even if it doesn't turn out the way that we want it to, if you fight the great fight, that is still a win. And the reason why it's still a win is because you can take something from it. You can take something from it and rebuild and start over. And the thing about it is that there are going to be people that are going to doubt what you're trying to do anyway, but don't let them deter you. Don't let them get in the way of what you're trying to do. Continue to fight the great fight. Let me give you an example. Let's just say that you're trying to get, you're trying to start a business, or you're trying to start a career, or you're trying to do whatever. Fight the great fight. And it may not be it may not turn out the way that you want it to, but that's okay. The thing about it is that don't give up. And you have to admit to yourself, that's a part of it. You have to admit to yourself that, okay, maybe this is not what I wanted it to be. And when I say what it's not wanted it to be, it just doesn't turn out the way that you wanted it to turn out. And sometimes we have a way of just throwing in the towel in the process, because obstacles are going to come, America. Obstacles are going to come. But does that mean you give up? If you come up with an idea and somebody says, I don't believe in that, do you throw in the towel? No. So if you didn't throw in the towel in the beginning, why throw in the towel in the middle? So the point is just fight the great fight. Learn from it, grow from it. And I have a motto for that. It's called RIPE. It's called RIPE, America. RIPE. R, you reevaluate. I, you implement. P, you progress. E, you execute. You execute. And that's all it is. You just start over. You start over. But the thing about it is it's okay to start over. But just understand that you have to know that, or admit to yourself that I did all I can do. And it's okay. It's not a failure. It's not a failure. It's not a failure at all. Because, and I know this to be true, sometimes what you have planned for your life was not for you. And it's okay. It's okay. But who are you going to be in the end? Who are you going to be when the chips are down? Who are you going to be when you have those people that don't believe in you? Who are you going to be when you're excelling and then all of a sudden an obstacle jumps in there and you have a setback? Because there is a difference between setback and failure. Failure and setback are two totally different visions. And I'll say this. It's okay to have to restart, to revamp. It's okay. It is okay, long as you own it, but grow from it, build from it, because the thing is when you execute, when you get to the E part of RIPE and you execute, that means that you've done all you can do, or you've re-prepared yourself. You've done your research. You've said, you know what? I need to be better about this. If you apply for a job and you don't get that job, and it's in a field that you want to be a part of, and you may see one employer, one or two or three or four or however many, but don't let that one door that slams in your face let it be the end. Don't say I can't do this. What you do is you do what you need to do to be better, because only you know when you're going to be tired. Only you're going to know that. But at the same time, you have to admit to yourself, maybe this is not for me. And that's okay. And the reason why it's okay, because you can admit to yourself, I did all I could do. And it's just not for me. So what I'm saying to you, America, is, revamp, regroup, restart. Don't give up. Find you a different vision. Find you a different mission. Find it and implement change. And you know what? Change is hard. Change is never easy. If you're used to doing things a certain way and it doesn't work out, then you might doubt yourself. So you have two options. Do I give up? Do I say I'm not worthy of this? And it can be anything. It doesn't have to be a job. It can be a relationship. It can just be about trying to own something or trying to build something. Sometimes you have to say, you know what? There's some things I just need to change. And if there's people that's not trying to ride with you, then you have to be okay with saying, well, let me do this. I hear you, but I'm not done. I'm not done because my vision tells me I'm not done. So don't give up. Fight the great fight. Because once again, America, the thing about fighting the great fight is you grow from it. And if you grow from it and you build on it, it can't possibly be a loss. Not at all. It cannot possibly be a loss. Because at the end of the day, when you finally reach the top of the mountain, oh, how blessed you're going to feel and how you're going to be. You'll be able, and not only that, you'll be able to testify. People will be able to bear witness. I've had it done to me before. I've left jobs that I was on for over 10 years and said, you know what? They're not giving me what I need. And in the past, like I've always said, nobody will ever outwork me. And it's not about you. It's just their perspective of you is not the same perspective of yourself. So it's okay. But when you walk away, you might have to take a pay cut. You might have to be single for a while. But learn you. Grow yourself. And when you're ready to get back out there, get back out there. Because the one thing that I do know is that what you have for you may not be meant for you. And so that's not failure. It's just an eye-opening experience. There's still something you can take away from it and share with others. Because once you achieve what you desire, you pay it forward. Bring somebody along and say, you know what? I went through this. I wasn't always who I am today. I've made some bad choices. I've done this, I've done that. But you know what? I knew I had to change. And there were some people I had to let go of to change. And that's okay. That's okay to admit that and to own that. But at the end of the day, your finished work is what matters. So America, what I'm saying to you is fight the great fight. Continue to do what you need to do. Sometimes you're going to have to eliminate some things. Sometimes you're going to have to add some things. Sometimes you might have to, seek out different people. And don't humble yourself. Don't allow yourself not to humble yourself. Because sometimes we can get in our own way. And when others give us advice, we have a problem with that. We say, no, I want to do it my way. No, that's not going to get it. It's okay to get it on your own, but just know everybody needed somebody else to open that door for you, to help you walk through it. So don't allow yourself to not be humbled by advice from somebody, because you know what? When they're giving you advice, the one thing that they're doing is they're showing you that they believe in you. They just showing you that you need to change some things, because they're bearing witness to what you're doing, but at the same time, they're testifying to what they went through. And if you have questions, ask those questions. Ask those questions. Ask those questions of, and when you get that criticism, remember, it's a criticism that's allowing you to be better. They're not trying to dog you or belittle you. It's constructive. It's constructive criticism. So you have to take it. You have to take it, because everybody that has achieved or has accomplished, they had to do the same thing. And I'm not talking about the ones that had things handed to them. Even those that had things handed to them, they had to reevaluate, because if they had things handed to them, they might not have been prepared to carry the torch. So what I'm telling you, America, is humble yourself and use RIPE. Reevaluate, implement, prepare yourself, preparation. And then the final one with the E, execute. Execute and go to work. And America, that is my thought of the week. Love you, peace, and I'm out.